Hey there everybody, so back with another Hearthstone video here for the Hearthstone Titans expansion, and today I'm going to be looking at Plaguebringer, and you can see I have two of them here because I have already played a good bit of Plaguebringer, and I've already made some changes to the deck previously, but for the purpose of this video we're going to start out with the standard deck recipe again, so that's this first one right here, and let's go ahead and get into it. So I already did, like I said, make some changes to this. I feel like the deck recipe that they provide is okay, but I mean they were trying to showcase some of the new cards, and I guess just kind of put some fun into it. But honestly, a lot of it's not. I say a lot of it. Some of it isn't really optimized or ideal. Which, I mean, obviously, that's what they do with the deck recipes. In particular, I can't think of his name, Algeron, whatever his name is. I don't think he really fits in this deck. I get the idea that you'd be able to shuffle your opponent's important cards to the bottom of their deck and have them top deck your plagues, but it just hadn't felt like that to me. It's felt not great, so I took it out, but for the purpose of this, we'll use it. We got all the default cards in here, so I kind of like this hand. I've been looking at it, but I think I'm going to keep it all. And let's go ahead and get started. At the start of the expansion, this was the deck that I was the most excited for. I like Death Knight, and I really like the Plague cards as a idea. But having played it a little bit, and maybe we'll see it here, maybe we won't, I'm kind of remembering why a lot of the other... Oh, I didn't think that was in... Forgot that was in Standard. Kind of remembering why a lot of the other shuffle into your opponent's deck mechanics didn't work out in the past. You know, you've got the... what was the Noxramas card that shuffled the Nerubian things into the opponent's deck? And Curse of Agony, which really only works well in combo. And a few things like that. This probably could be a pretty good combo deck, especially in Wild with some other utilities, but it is sort of lacking in a lot of things. I'm going to play this one. Thought about playing this so that maybe I could hero power next turn, but he's got that candle up, so probably won't live anyways. Maybe this will with 3 health. But yeah, I've been seeing a lot of this deck on the ladder, and you know, there's an easy counter for it, which is the Steam Cleaner. And so yesterday when I was playing, this is the day after the expansion that I'm playing today on the 2nd, and yesterday when I was playing, it got to the point where every single opponent I queued into was either playing this deck, or a variation of it, or was playing a Steam Cleaner in their deck as a direct counter for it. So if this is the most popular deck, you're going to face a lot of hardships like that. But we'll see what this guy's playing. Let's look at our plays here. I think the obvious play is down with the ship, but I'm just going to double check. Could play this fella. Not a terrible play.
Will the vision not guide me?
I think I actually will play this fella. Maybe that's not the right one. Let's start here. How about that? Don't really need to get this off the board. It's not doing much. It's just chilling. It will allow him to trade with the candle, but I mean, this still puts plagues in his deck and gets rid of the minion, maybe, so, and keeps this as a removal for later. Oof. I mean, of course he would get that. I guess he's got, I mean, you get like a 66% chance to get that, but of course he would get that. That little 3-1 with Rush. Probably should have stopped and thought about this play, but it seemed obvious to me. Play the Nerubian out. And I think I'm going to take the Northern Navigation to get some immediate card draw. Yeah. Ooh. Card draw. So that's one of the other things about this deck that when I made the changes to it previously, I added additional card draw, and it's got a pretty good amount, right? You've got the Frozen Over, you've got the Nerubians that can get you additional card draw, and I feel like there was one other source, but I found that it just wasn't enough. It doesn't get to the important parts fast enough on average. You know, a big component of this deck is the Helya. Without Helya, you're not really going to get that long-term value out of your plagues. It's very possible that your opponent will just draw the plagues and be able to heal up afterwards. If you can't make it where their deck is just plagues, to be honest, it's actually pretty unlikely that your opponent will draw it. Let's look at this play here. The Naga seems like a good choice. I don't super want to draw him cards, even though he can't play him this turn. He'd be able to play him next turn. Drawing him cards isn't really going to get better as we go further, though. And if I'd play the Naga, I don't really have any good trades. Let's start with draw. Oh. Okay. We're gonna kill that, shuffle some plagues, and then go face. Wow. That never happens. And in this case, I didn't want it to happen. That's the thing about these shuffle decks that I started to say earlier and then got sidetracked and forgot to finish. All of these shuffle cards into your opponent's decks, the problem with them is that your opponent doesn't draw the cards when you want them to. I've had it in games where I swear the opponent had 20 cards, 15 of them had to be plagues, and they draw 3 cards, none of them are plagues. You know, the odds of that are pretty low, but it's just how it feels like it happens. Your opponent will never draw your plagues when you want them to, or in this case, I haven't played Helya yet, so of course he draws a plague, which prevents me from shuffling additional plagues into his deck. Or, you know, prevents that card from going right back into his deck. We got some options here. I don't really think I care about killing the 1/3. I am going to go face here. Face damage does matter in this. The plagues will only get you so far. I could kill that. I think I'm just going to play the Naga. Oh, how many cards I got? 7. I like the Frozen Over because it digs for Helya. I like the Defrost for the same reason. It's actually better. I like the Cold Feet though because it stops him from playing that Lifesteal Beast. Yeah, I'm gonna take Cold Feet. Put him off for a turn.
Pick me! Run for help!
I don't really know that that was the right play, but I've got a decent amount of stuff in hand to work with, and drawing 2 cards doesn't massively change what I'm doing, but preventing him from playing anything valuable minion-wise for a turn could be good, so we'll go with that. I haven't seen anyone running that at all, like ever, and that was just in his deck, I think. Huh. That's a first for me. I have no idea what I'm playing against. I would really like to coin out the Titan this turn, but I don't have that much mana. I don't super like any of my other plays. I'm kind of regretting not drawing last turn. I think we'll play the Necromancer into Down with the Ship, into probably just a hero power. So, start with the ship. Unholy's not bad. Really leaning into the unholy aspect of this deck with our plagues this turn. This has been an okay game. We are kind of starting to face some of the issue where we're just not drawing a whole lot of our plague stuff. Haven't drawn any of the weapons. Did draw both down with the ships, but that's it. Oh, and maybe we drew that 3/2 Death Rattle. I think that would be, yeah, because that would be 6, and we've shuffled 6 plagues in, which isn't unreasonable, but it's not what I wanted. And there he is, Algalon the Observer, a useless card. Realistically, what does he do for me? In this instance, nothing. Not a thing. I don't want that. I'd rather have my hero power. I don't know why. It's like I get they wanted to put him in a deck, and I get that it could be useful maybe late game to ensure your opponent isn't drawing their useful cards and is hopefully drawing the plagues instead, but it feels bad. It just feels really bad in this situation. So, tell you what else feels bad. I don't have a super great way to clear the board here. I can play this, but it leaves that alive with 2 health, so all the little heads come back. I think we have to play our Titan. And we're running out of time here. Should have played this earlier. And then we're gonna destroy that enemy. We're gonna... Ah, hell. No, I waited too long. Death Strike. Yes. I should have taken the Discover effect, but I ran out of time because I planned poorly. But life still's not bad. I guess the Death Strike, honestly, like maybe one of the things that I'd even hope to discover off of the little 2/3 guy. So that's not bad. So next turn, because we took out the Hydrolodon, or whatever his name is. Hydrolodon, yeah, got him. We can play the Tomb Trader, and the Tomb Trader will let us clear off the board. Almost. He's not killing... Oh, I guess... What? He's not going to kill the Titan? I guess he doesn't feel like he needs to. Because he's doing so much damage. There's hell yeah. Ah, been needing that. Alright, need to think about that. So I could do this, Runes of Frost here, and that would get me an additional 3 lifesteal. This would also only cost 1 mana. So then I would have 7 mana left to play with. I do plan to play Tomb Trader this turn, so that would leave me with 3 mana, and then I could probably play Arms Dealer into Ghoul to hit him in the face. Or I can play this, summon 2 3/3 undead with Taunt Reborn to prevent that face damage. But then I don't have as much life. I think I go with the Unholy. I don't want to give him an out for charge minions. I do want that. And then I want to play this guy and this guy. There we go. So we're at 15. And we've got our Unholy fellas. And I think we're doing pretty good. I really wanted to play Helia that turn as well, but I needed the healing, I think. I don't know for sure that there was a good way for him to have done 9 direct face damage, but
Kinds of things. That feels
maybe? No? I guess if I was summoning the taunts, I didn't really have to do that. I could have played the Helya, which would mean he'd have one, well, several more plagues in his deck. Yeah, I think the Helya would have been. Yeah, I should have gone the other rune, I think, because that would have gave me more healing. Would have let me do a couple more things. No, that still wouldn't let me play the Helya, then would it have? Because no, never mind. No, I think I did right.
Vision not guide me?
My first thought is like, well, Helya, no matter what this turn, Helya, but I can steal that Lifesteal Beast and heal up for another 6. And then easily clear his board. Let's start here.
Time is against me.
Ooh, Defrost is a good one. Actually, no, I wanted to burn. Okay, Helya, and this guy, and that, and that, and that, and then that, and I waited too long to do that. I might just be dead now. He could easily play the 7 mana summon 2 King Crush, have like another Candle Wax Bow to hit my 3/1 and just wreck me. Or any other number of combination of things. I should have. Don't hit my taunt. Oh, I hit my taunt. What's that 7 mana card that summons a beast and a copy of it? Let's see if he's got that. For a King Crush. Oh, no. Oh, wow. I didn't. Oh, okay. Well, I haven't seen that in a hot minute. Okay, I didn't. No, I was playing against that. At all. Alright, I misplayed. I messed that up. I don't know that I would have been able to beat that. I really wasn't anticipating that. I think I could have had a bit more health, so I might have been okay. He didn't really need. Yeah, maybe if I'd kept the taunt alive. I think he did do 1 face damage with the bow. Yeah, there were some misplays there. For sure. So let's just move on past that. Let's go look at the other deck that I've got here, the one that I've modified a bit, and we can see we got rid of Algernon, Algeron, whatever. We got rid of him, and we instead have put in a couple of Chillfallen Barons. I also got rid of. Can't remember what all I got rid of now. I got rid of the Dead Weight. Yeah, because I put in 2 Chillfallen Barons, and I put in. Maybe that was it. I got rid of. Let's go back. You would think I knew what I did. Okay, I got rid of Algalon. Oh, and I got rid of Sylvanas, and I put in 2 Chillfallen Barons. That's what I did. So, not a huge change. I thought I had done more than that. I didn't. But I think what I did was pretty good. So, it just basically adds a little more card draw. I definitely should have used my Sylvanas in that last game to heal up a bit more. I didn't know, I guess, how imminent my demise was. I haven't seen anyone playing that deck in a long time. Not since it got nerfed. So I didn't know what I was facing. But I should have known, I guess, why else would you have that Candlewax weapon? But ultimately, I found I really haven't in this deck. I really haven't played Sylvanas to much success. She's been in my hand a couple of times and just useless. And obviously the Algalon, not very good. But the card draw, like I said, was missing. And so I think the Chill Fallen Baron really helps that. I could also see cutting a Tomb Trader maybe, but I don't think that's the best idea just yet. Let's play another game, but with this new one. So it's that minor change there of getting rid of 2 legendaries that haven't really been super beneficial to me. You know, had I drawn one of the Chill Fallen Barons instead of Algalon or whatever, I think I would have gotten closer to maybe getting my Helya out a bit faster, which could have given me some more healing with the Blood Plagues, which could have put me just in a different position overall to where I didn't find myself spending too much time thinking about my turn and roping out and messing up. I'm also talking aloud about it, which is maybe making me... I'm not used to this. I haven't done a whole lot of these videos. At least not in a while. But you know, I'm trying to get back into making videos. So, yeah. It's kind of fun. Alright, so... playing against what looks to be a pretty standard mage here. You know, some spooky stuff. Some random card stuff. And probably ultimately the... what's her name? Sif. And some spells to blast me in the face. Don't want to play the Battlefield Necromancer yet. He does nothing. So we're going to go with the Cavaldier. Distressed Cavaldier. Are they... you know, I just noticed that. Are they... I guess they're stabbing themselves. I'd be distressed too. Oh, no, maybe they're pulling... they're pulling the sword out of themselves. Oh. Either way, it is very distressing. And see, already here, our chill fallen barons are doing great. If this were Sylvanas and Algalon, I would have nothing I wanted to do this turn. Besides, I guess I could trade this off and play this, waste 1 mana, and get a 1/3. But instead, I'm gonna get some card draw. And I am gonna trade. Probably shouldn't trade there. Yeah, I don't think I should have traded there. I kind of like trading. I don't really like going face. Which is weird. And that's why maybe I should have traded, because they would have frozen the one thing. And yeah, they probably still would have traded. I'm not going to defend the trade anymore. I shouldn't have done it. And I can't do it here. Don't really want to do that because we don't have 2 corpses. Makes this choice pretty easy. Probably just going to go down with a ship and Battlefield Necromancer. Oh, even better. Always play the top deck. You always got to play the top deck, because that way they think that you had nothing else to do that turn. And if you hadn't top decked that card, you wouldn't have got so lucky. Ugh. I don't like that. Don't like that one bit. Could play the Trader. Yeah, I could play the Trader and then first trade this into the 1/3 here into the 4/4. And that would clear. Would probably kill my Necromancer and leave me with like a 4/1. And 1 mana extra, which doesn't feel great.
My certainty is gone.
I'm going to get another 1/3 this turn. Anyways, let's draw. And then let's trade.
Against me.
Oh, I forgot he doesn't give you a corpse. Well, shoot. That was not the play. Lean into it now. I guess it wasn't a terrible play. It was. I'm not going to defend it too much. It was, a good idea to put him at 3 so that the trader would get him later. He probably would have used that to trade anyways. So not a lot of justification there. I forgot that, yeah, corpses don't leave corpses. Which makes sense. It'd be kind of broken if they did. Oh, okay. Cool. That was a good play for them. They get them a 1-3. Honestly, I am going to just play Hell yeah, I think this turn and defrost, but let's defrost first to see. Another trader. And then let's Hell yeah. I could have traded, but I want to get Hell yeah out and get these closer to being out. Yeah, oh yeah. That's why you Hell yeah. It's ridiculous to me that other classes get corpses. I feel like these cards should do nothing for anybody but a Death Knight. Why would a Death Knight be able to, or why would any other class besides Death Knight be able to store corpses? I've never understood that. It was one of those things that, I guess I didn't even think to check when the expansion came out. I just accepted that that's how it would be. And then the expansion came out, and I guess I played it for a while and didn't really have a situation where I would even notice. I just accepted, of course, that they wouldn't be able to benefit from corpse stuff, and then they could. And I was appalled. Okay, I want to play a Tomb Trader, but I don't want it to get objectioned.
Is gone.
So I'm going to start with the Necromancer into a Tomb Trader.
We only need one.
Perfect. Probably should have played the Necromancer. Well, no, I have to still test for the objection. I'd rather not lose the Necromancer, but I think it was the best opponent, or best minion to risk anyways. Well, that's no good. I've not seen this many Spooky Mage cards in the Sif Mage. So this, I've not seen a whole lot of new cards at all in this deck. I have to go back and watch the video, but I don't think there's a lot of new cards in this deck besides the plagues that I've been shuffling in.
Guide me.
Let's test for Counterspell. Dope. Love that. Let's draw some more. Let's play a Nerubian.
Time is against me.
Let's play a Bagger. And let's overdraw them. You would think, since I'm shuffling stuff into their deck, I probably don't want them to overdraw, because they'll overdraw the plagues. No, they won't.
My hand is too full.
They never draw plagues. The plagues are always in the bottom of their deck. It's like, the greedy part of me does say, well, no, I don't want their hand to be full. I don't want them to overdraw. They'll lose the plagues. But I promise you, they don't draw your plagues when you want them to. And even in this case, they generally just don't draw them, like hardly ever. Which is the problem with this deck. They've got 30 cards. At least, what, 9 of them are plagues. So almost a third of their deck is plagues. They'll hardly draw any of them. Well, I guess they'd have 8 plagues. Because I've destroyed one, and I'm probably about to destroy another. I think I want to put out some additional targets for the Bony Boys.
This cannot be done. This cannot be done.
Okay, there we go. I really need to not take any damage. He's probably still going to have a good chance at top decking, or just killing me here. That helps. That helps a lot. A little bit at least, maybe not a lot. 1 extra mana. Maybe stops him from doing something. It'd be cool if he would play a big minion so I could heal off of it. We'll see. It'd also be cool if he'd draw some blood plagues. That way I could heal off of those. That play was a lot less cool. Wish he hadn't done that. I still think I play the I might still play the Primus. I think I start with Frozen Over. Let's overdraw him.
My hand is too full.
That's good. Let's play a Nerubian. Try to get some healing. That's not great. Let's play a Death Growl.
My pain.
Yeah. Let's just hope he can't kill us this turn.
My hand is too full.
See, they never draw the plagues, so you don't have to worry about them overdrawing the plagues. Realistically, though, relying on your opponent to draw a card isn't very dissimilar from relying on yourself to top deck a card. And even when you have a lot of them in there, you know, it feels like when I'm playing, almost never, feels like I almost never draw the card that I need. Your opponent always draws the card that they need, so they're never going to draw the cards that you need, and you need them to draw a plague. He has 32 cards. I have no idea how many plagues I've shuffled in. It's quite a few. It's about to be more.
I'll make sure you suffer.
Okay. I think I'll take the 4 healing.
The runes decide your fate.
Can't think of anything better to do. I guess the Nerubian, but I don't think it's as good. Plus, this could get us like a Sanguine, like what is it, Blood Drain, Blood, whatever. Death Strike's not bad. It doesn't give me healing this turn, but I like it. 0 power. Get a corpse. So yeah, the 6 healing off of that could be useful. I mean, if he's got Sif and he's got some decent damage cards, probably not much we're going to be able to do anyways, but I still think it was the right play. He must not have Sif. Maybe he might not even be running Sif. I still feel like he is, though. I mean, it could just be spooky. Go back to have I seen a single new card from them? This might just be their old Spooky Mage deck. In which case, I guess they're just waiting on their Kel'Thuzad now. I kind of want the card draw. Let's do it.
Pick me! Pick me!
I am low on cards.
Oh yeah, the Dispenso bot. Okay. I haven't got much left. I really wasn't paying attention to that. Should not have drawn. I guess I play my other Naga. And yeah, Cold Feet will be fun. If he doesn't kill me that oh wait, yeah. Never mind. I can just delay this turn. Perfect. I totally planned all of that. They never draw the plagues. Over a third of his deck at this point has to be plagues, with as many as I've shuffled in. I can't count. I can't remember. I haven't kept count. It's got to be 15. I can't imagine it's less than 15. So like half of his deck has to be plagues. He has not drawn one for the past 5 turns at least, I think. It's all speculation math. Yeah, okay. So yeah, he played the Primordial Vortex. That's okay. He does have... Oh, no, never mind. He's not running that. This still might not be any kind of a new deck. I need some healing. I need some keeling. Gotta keel this card.
I'll make sure you suffer.
Yeah, I didn't do that so well, did I? Okay. Oh, there's a plague! Sometimes they draw plagues. It's rare, but it happens occasionally.
Good.
Really wanted him to get a blood plague, though. Yeah, see, I might just be dead. I take 1 fatigue next turn. I think I could have cleared that turn, honestly. I didn't do that well. I could have done that much better. That's 6. And then the ping. Yeah. You know, I honestly don't really want to upload this video, but I think I will. But, you know, in spite of my misplays, I still think both of those games would have been difficult to win. And it does show, well, the fact that they just don't draw the plagues that much. Even when you have like half of their deck as plagues, they hardly draw them. I may have to go back and count. I probably won't, but to see how many plagues he actually drew and how many I shuffled in. But there were blood plagues in there. There were things I could have got that would have definitely changed the outcome of that game much earlier on. And they just don't draw. They don't draw the plagues. It's a cool idea, and it occasionally works out. and it feels really bad to play against when you do draw all your plagues. But overall, I just think it's not that strong of a deck. Now, I mean, obviously there's some changes you can make. I think maybe it just needs more aggression. I probably should take out I feel like you should take out the Distressed Cavaldier and maybe put in like a Bone Breaker or some other form of value generation besides plague generation. The plague should be an inevitable win condition, and I think that just going all in on trying to get as many plagues as you can really sacrifices some of the other areas of gameplay. So you might want some board clear stuff. Maybe a Blightfang actually. Blightfang would be a really good inclusion for your opponent's wide boards. You know, you Blightfang into a Tomb Trader in later turns and clear the board and get you a pretty big board of taunts. That's not a bad idea. And maybe a Thessarian, just for a little more tempo, a little more pressure, a little more persistent stickiness. You could consider a Remorseless Winter for a bit more card draw. A Nubian Swarm Guard. Yeah, something like that might be a little bit better. Where's that egg? Yeah, the foul egg. You know, you could actually... We don't have a lot of hand buffs, so the Swarm Guard's not great. Could do the egg. The egg works pretty well with the Arms Dealer and the Sidekick. Maybe get rid of a Chill Fallen. Toss in an egg. So just try to apply a bit more pressure early on so that the plagues, so that you can get the damage in and the plagues are just doing the finishing work. They're not going to do the heavy lifting. You got to do the heavy lifting first with something else. Maybe one less Tomb Trader. And could do a Scourge. I actually did see someone running a Cage Head in theirs, and they killed me with it. So, you know, it felt good. I'm sure it felt good for them at the time. It felt like it was a good inclusion. But mine, they were also running the, not Mosh Pit, but the other location that lets you summon a 4/5 and kill your minion. Anyways, can't find it. And so that was an activator for their Cage Head. I don't really have a good activator for Cage Head. I guess I've got Down with the Ship. No, yeah, I don't see the point in running Cage Head. If it weren't for these pesky runes, could run Scourge. Could run Frostmourne. I think that's a bit heavy. Oh, Hollowhound. I'm sorry. Obviously. That was the other one that I've been seeing people run. You know, and I'd probably rather run a Hollowhound than... I kind of like my Chillfallen Baron. He's got so many 1-drops. Maybe I don't run the egg. Honestly, don't run the egg. Do run the Hollowhound. Okay. So maybe something like this. I'll pick up on this again, maybe in the next video. I really like this deck. I want it to work. I want to figure out how to make it work. I don't. The Chain Guardians seem so good, but I haven't had haven't had a lot of big plays with them. They're definitely not like a win condition. They just, I think, more of a survival. I've not really seen them be the thing that like sticks on the board. May cut those. Could probably maybe cut the Titan. Honestly, we'll see. But yeah, try with this iteration, and then maybe if we still run into problems, cut the Primus and cut the Primus, put in a Thessarian, and we'll go from there. But yeah, thanks for watching, and see you next video.